Welcome back to another reading and correcting with me, Kindar, the Tiger Writes, and Ty, the Tiger Supervisor. These are where I read a chapter from one of my stories and correct it as I go. If you want to listen to these live, it's every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Twitch and YouTube. And if you're looking to support me, that is on my Patreon. Today we are doing Chapter 18 of Trustless Shadows. You and you, the captain points to the largest of the scientists, are in charge of Gord. Make sure he keeps up. The medic stops them. Captain, they're filthy, they can't. Sergeant, I don't have the people to spare and you know it. I'll carry him. No, you won't. I need you ready to act to defend these civilians. Sir, Sergeant, I'm going to assume this lack of common sense and self-restraint is a side effect of being off boost. Keep this up, and I'm going to call it what it is. Do you want that on your record? She looks at her. She looks at her feet. This story is in present tense. She looks at her feet. No, sir. Good. You and Swanson are on the left. He positions the rest of his soldier around the scientist. Gord said there's a room 3 floors up, he tells me, as if I hadn't been there when Jason said that. Do you know where it is? I'm familiar with that floor. You and the demon are in the lead. With the way he and the soldiers keeps their weapon aimed at us as we head for the stairs, they consider us as much of a threat as the rest of the demons. As soon as the two of us step into the stairwell, a demon appears on the landing above us. With a roar, he jumps and Claws rips him apart. We come across 2 more on the next landing. I take care of one, quickly cutting him, and Claws only has pieces of the other left by the time I'm done. He looks better, more solid. The soldiers curse and complain about not being able to get a shot in. I'm surprised they didn't shoot through us. We reach sub 2 at the same time as another demon. He takes one look at us and turns. He's smarter than the previous ones. The floor has a variety of laboratories. I was subjected to many of my tests on this floor. On this one. On this one, Jason tries to guide us from behind, but he's delirious. After the first turn, he's giving us street names to reach and comments on how he can't wait for us to reach the restaurant. A woman takes over giving direction. I recognize her voice, Valerie. She was part of my support team when I went on hunts. I also found out later she knew the truth about me. As soon as we reach the room, the medic has Jason placed on the examination table and goes through the cupboards. Plural. She places the items she'll need on a rolling table. All I recognize are the cleaning and disinfectant material from seeing them used after the fights. The captain catches my attention and motions for me and Claws to follow him outside the room. Closes the door. Okay, why exactly are you here? It wasn't to rescue us. I will kill Adam, Claws states. You will help. The captain raises an eyebrow. I don't think so. My job is to get Dr. Walker. I'm not here to take part in some vendetta. What about the other scientists? I indicate the room. They're lined up at 2 sinks. How about those still in the cells? They are coming with us. I don't know how many of them are going to survive the trek back to the helicopter. Even if we don't have to deal with demons, they're in bad shape. Those downstairs are on their own until we can either come back or send more people. More people? We both know you're not coming back. You're going to bomb this building, probably the entire city. The human glares at me. Why? Claus asks. We're not going to. They can't get close to Adam. And with him controlling the army, they can't afford to let this continue. I shrug. That's my guess anyway. The look the human gives me tells me I'm not far off the mark. You will not do that, Claus states. Look, it isn't my call, okay? You think I want that? There are still thousands of people in this city. You expect me to believe you care? That you care? I ask. I'm a soldier. I do what I'm told, I snort. I know something about that. I ended up being told to kill a lot of people whose only crime was they were trying to survive. Demons kill us because humans took away the wild. Claus states. Yeah, I know. Mixing characters. The captain looks at Claus like he has no idea what he's talking about. Your cities have been encroaching on the forest and woods, I tell him. That's where they live and hunt, and you've been destroying it. It shouldn't come as a surprise that they'd have to start hunting in the cities. Really? The captain snapped. Like they can't tell we're sentient beings that there are plenty of animals in the cities? Why is it they're hunting us instead of them? I reach for him, but Claus holds me back with a hand. I don't see you pay any attention to the fact that demons can think too when planning their extermination. The human opens his mouth, closes it, and rubs his face. I don't have the time for this. This was supposed to be a simple rescue mission until you screwed it up. You used me as you saw fit, your word. I used you as I needed. Surprise flashes in his eyes, then he grits his teeth. We're going to settle this later. Right now, I have a job to do. You will not destroy my people. I told you it isn't my decision, the man snapped. Claus glares at him, but the captain doesn't back down. He points at me. He's right. We can't leave Adam and his army running. They're a rallying point for other demons. There's no way we'll never survive. There's no way we'll ever survive a war against them. We need to end this here and now, in such a decisive way that no demon is ever going to want to try to again. War is a human thing. Oh, give me a break. You want me to believe that your people don't kill one another? We hunt. We do not amass in crowd to exterminate others. We pick a prey and we hunt so we can feed. What the fuck are you calling this then? The captain indicates around us. This is Adam. You made him from my people. He can control them. I kill Adam. I tell my people to leave. And they're going to listen to you? The human snorts. Claus leans forwards and the captain squeezes himself against the door. I am Claus in the dark. Few are as old as I am, none here. When I tell my people to leave, they will obey. The man swallows and sets his jaws. And what's to say you don't tell them to launch an assault on all of us? He's the reason you're free, I snap. Maybe that counts for something? He needs our help. It's the only reason we're free. No, he doesn't. We made it in here. It would be easy for us to reach Adam and kill him. No, it would not, Claus says. I need their help. They're just humans. They are soldiers. The humans have perfected ways to fight us. You are not the only one, Derick, and not all of them are mixes of humans and my people. They have ways to change themselves temporarily, be stronger, faster, more resistant to pain. If humans could not do this, they would not have become the bane of my people. They would have remained food. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or cursing me, the captain says. But like I said, it's out of our hands. I rescue Dr. Walker and the scientist I can, then leave. What happens afterwards happens. You're not going to rescue anyone if you don't. Claus places a hand on my chest to keep me away from the human. I glare at him and open my mouth to snap. But he growls. It's slow, and maybe the humans think it carries an undertone of threat, but I get the sense of calm and patience. It isn't a command, the way Adams are. And it isn't even an order, which Claus can do. He's asking me to let him handle this. I push away from him with a growl of my own. I wish I knew how to make it mean anything other than frustration. Claus's features soften as he looks at me, and I nod. I'm angry, but not so much. I don't understand the danger here, the need to have the humans on our side so we can prevent the bombing. You say you don't want the humans here to die, Claus tells the captain. I do not want them to die either. If we do not help one another, they will die. I want Adam dead. I want Adam dead, as do your people. With your help, I can kill him. I will order my people to leave this city. With them gone, there is no need for anyone else to die. Except me and my unit. Isn't it a soldier's duty to do what will save the most people? You know way too much about us. Claus smiles in a human way, no teeth showing. I am old. I have watched your people for a long time. The soldier sighs. Okay, but if you don't stick to your end of the bargain, I'm going to put an irradiated bullet between your eyes. Claus nods. He indicates the machine guns. Is there any chance there are more of these somewhere? There's a crate full of them. Where? He opens the door. Walters, Nolan. Sub 10, it's the bottom floor. A man and woman join us. Each has one of the submachine gun. At the end of the main hall, Thompson's at a lab. They're in there. You two, last floor. There's a crate of guns in that room. There are probably demons in there now. We've announced our presence by turning the power on. He isn't going to leave that unprotected. Captain nods. Boost now, and don't die. They both nod and leave. Either of you going to complain about the delay? I shrug. I don't expect them to come back. The man snorts. Claus positions himself by the closest stairwell, and I watch the medic work on Jason's injury while we wait. When the door to the stair bangs open, I'm ready to attack whatever comes through. The two soldiers step out of the stairs, cut and covered in blood. The man is limping, but carrying a crate, the crate over her shoulder. The woman has a large box in her arms. The captain smirks at me. Any trouble? Two demons. It cost me my gun. He brings up half the submachine gun that's still attached to the strap. But they're dead. There's no bringing the power back up, the woman says. They ripped the panel right off the wall. They drop their respective crates. The man's contain the submachine gun, while the woman is filled with handguns. Distribute them. You two are staying here with Grendel and two more to babysit the civilians. Sir, I don't want to hear it. I'm not risking your boost running out in the middle of things. Yes, sir. But aren't we leaving? The captain shakes his head. These two made a solid case for taking down Adam here and now. If we can pull us off, getting out of here with everyone alive will be easier. The man and woman look at one another in disbelief. And if they can't, the woman asks, then it'll be our job to get the civilians out of here and grab Dr. Walker on the way. Hopefully by then, Grendel will be done fixing Dr. Gord, and he won't slow us down. They nod and go into the room. I want to know your plan for taking Adam down. As far as I remember, you were tied to a post when we got here, which means you didn't exactly succeed the last time you tried. It is why I need your help. Adam fears me. He cannot control me. He will put my people between me and him. It's sounding to me you want us to kill him for you. No, I will kill him. You will distract my people. It is the only way we can get close to Adam. No, it isn't. Claus and the captain look at me. You were there. You heard him go on about how he wants me to join his army, about how I'm going to realize you're not like me, how I'll come back to him and he'll be happy to take me in. He thinks we're the same. Are you? You don't see me going around building an army of demons. I was content being on my own. The human snorts. Right. That's why we found you outside a bar, about to beat up a couple of guys after you spent an evening beating up other guys. Claus looks at me questioningly, but I ignore him. My hands are balled into fists. I feel my skin harden in anticipation of the punch I'm considering throwing. I won't kill him, but I'll make him realize how bad of an idea it is to keep needling me like this. Something of my intent shows on my face because he takes 2 steps back, as if that would protect him. Claus places a hand on my shoulder. We cannot fight among ourselves. Adam is the enemy for all of us. my people and humans. If your soldiers harass my people in the building, Hadnam will focus on you and I can... Oh, fuck. Claws, and the captain looks at me. We forgot a detail. What? The captain asked impatiently. Adam doesn't think like only like a demon. He also thinks like a human. So why would me or Claws bother turning on the lights on? The man looks at me, still not understanding. I don't need lights to see, neither does Claws. So who does need light? Who does need the light? His understanding gives way to horror. His orders to his unit are interspiced with curses. Claws follow us, still looking confused. And that concludes chapter 18 of Trustless Shadows. If you are enjoying this, please leave a like. If you want to know when the next chapter is going to be up, subscribe and hit the bell. If you want to read this book as well as the other two in the trilogy, they are available on Kindle Unlimited. If you are looking for a different way to support me, that is on my Patreon, where you can get access to basically everything else I've written. And if you want to listen to these live, it's every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Twitch and YouTube. Links are in the notes, and with that, I shall wish you a good day.